You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
James Comey taking the oath, then delivering bombshell testimony.
I mean, this is the President of the United States with me alone saying, I hope this. I took it as this is what he wants me to do.
President Trump's attorneys firing back.
The president was not being investigated for colluding with or attempting to obstruct any investigation.
Right now, the fired FBI director's historic hearing on Capitol Hill.
James Comey said he believed President Trump fired him over the Russia investigation and accused his administration of spreading lies about the FBI.
And the White House is firing back. Our Washington, D.C. bureau chief, Ross Palumbo, was right there at today's hearing. He joins us live from Capitol Hill with plenty of reaction. Ross.
Well, Laura and Calvin, James Comey called the president a liar or directly contradicted him 5 separate times. 5. The White House had plenty to say about that today. And as for the president, well, take a listen, but I warn you, you'll have to listen very closely.
The president speechless tonight after the former FBI director's testimony.
You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
From the beginning, Comey came out swinging, straight away saying the president's lies set him into action after his firing.
The administration then chose to defame me and, more importantly, the FBI by saying that the organization was in disarray. Those were lies, plain and simple.
And it was that fear of lies, he says, that made him act as FBI director, keeping such detailed records, something Comey says he's never done before with any other president.
I was honestly concerned that he might lie about the nature of our meeting, and so I thought it really important to document.
In one of those meetings where the president asked for his loyalty, Comey testified that he got the message.
My common sense told me what's going on here is that he's looking to get something in exchange for granting my request to stay in the job.
And that something may have come when Comey says the president said, I hope you can let this go regarding the Flynn investigation.
You sense that the president was trying to obstruct justice or just seek for a way for Mike Flynn to save face, given he had already been fired?
Well, General Flynn at that point in time was in legal jeopardy. I don't think it's for me to say whether the conversation I had with the president was an effort to obstruct. I took it as a very disturbing thing, very concerning, but that's a conclusion I'm sure the special counsel will work towards.
But why didn't Comey decide to fully brief the attorney general or tell the president himself that it was all inappropriate?
At the time, did you say anything to the president about that is not an appropriate request, or did you tell the White House counsel that is not an appropriate request? Someone needs to go tell the president that he can't do these things?
I didn't, no.
Okay. Why?
I don't know.
And after taking in 2.5 hours of testimony, senators emerged with more clues, but with no conclusions.
Do you believe it does rise to criminality?
I'm not prepared to reach a conclusion on that.
And minutes later, the president's own attorney with this reaction.
The president never, in form or substance, directed or suggested that Mr. Comey stop investigating anyone.
Well, that's coming from the president's attorney tonight. As for the president himself, once again, he has not said a single word, Lori and Calvin. In fact, when it comes to tweeting, Donald Trump hasn't sent out a single tweet in more than 24 hours now.
And Ross, we know the public interest in this was quite intense. About the only thing to compare it to would be the NBA Finals. What was it like there in the nation's capital?
You know, it's a good comparison, actually, Calvin, because people started lining up to get into that hearing room at 5 o'clock this morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. And, you know, that hearing room only has 90 available seats for the public. The line was so long, they actually shut down the line at 600 people. It stretched through 2 buildings here at the Capitol. Many of those people did get into the overflow rooms. I visited one of those rooms, and everyone was watching intensely to every word and stayed for most of the time. Many of those people very young.
And then bars were having watch parties, correct?
Yeah, there were watch parties from here all the way out to California. That's how much interest really is in this. And I guess you could say a good thing to come out of all of this, at least now the public, more than ever, Lori, is engaged.
They are. Ross Palumbo, thank you for your report live. And for more on Comey's